Alright, we should be good to go. We're back after a pretty long hiatus. Sorry if my voice is a little bit, like, gravelly still, and I'm going to be doing some coughing while we're streaming today. I'm still a tiny bit sick, but I'm definitely mostly over it. It's mostly just like a lingering cough and just kind of a scratchy throat sort of deal. So bear with me. I wanted to get in a couple streams before Sunday when we have the Legacy format playoffs. I wanted to, like, figure out exactly where I wanted to be, do a couple, like, last-minute deck tweaking things, and try to figure out what I want in certain matchups. I have water here to hopefully make my throat less dying as the stream goes on, because I'm going to be sitting here talking for 2.5 hours. But, yeah. So, since the last stream, we cut our Evoker, and we're playing a Brightling in the main deck. This is more of a nod to Blue-Red Delver as the new kid on the block, the up-and-comer, over Blue-White Delver a lot of the time. Brightling is just a house against Blue-Red Delver, and a lot of the times you want to be relying on powerful non-artifact-related threats versus Blue-Red Delver, because post-board they bring in a bunch of, like, Abrades, Smashes, Smithereens, that sort of deal. So, like, Saravenger and Brightling are really powerful cards in that matchup. Went 1-2 on my local tonight, but Seal Cleansing was gross. Well, at least Seal Cleansing was sweet. Sorry you went 1-2. Anyway, in the sideboard, I'm trying out a couple things. We're back on, like, 3 Chalice of the Void. We swapped a Surgical for a Cage. I talked about this a little bit in the Discord of, like, just kind of a sampler of Graveyard 8. 1 Surgical, 1 Cage, 1 Rip, 1 Containment Priest. I kind of bought into the argument that Surgical is not, like, at its best right now. The Punishing Fire decks are just really, really low on the list, and you want permanent-based hate a lot more against stuff like Red-Black Reanimator, so that they can't just, like, Thoughtseize out. The Dare Star, thanks for the retweet. Thanks for the 2 bits. Appreciate it. Anyway, one of the other things I changed. 3 Chalices, Craftinger's Gauge. I'm trying out a Prelate. I'm not really sure what I want this slot to be. I kind of wanted a combo-y hedge card. This is really good against Sneak and Show, decent against Storm if you can, like, bridge that gap into your turn 3 and stuff. I don't hate it. I'm not married to it. There's also a chance I want to cut, like, a Path and still play the Ballista in the 75. Ballista's been very good to me, but I just, like, it's right on the edge of being cuttable. But I could definitely buy cutting a Path for Ballista. But that's what we're going to be playing today, anyway. Be doing some more deliberating about those slots as we rapidly approach Sunday. Thanks to the 5 bits, Aisha9. Appreciate it. Also, I don't see your retweet, Dare Star. I don't know. Maybe Twitter's just not letting me know right now. I'll look into it later.
Their account is locked.
Yeah, I don't know if your, like, account is private or whatever. His name seems familiar. Anyway, one die roll, we're good here. We're not good with this hand, though. This hand sucks a lot. 1 land Vials, I'll keep a lot more on 6s than 7s. So it's like you're only super weak to Force. Not a lot of people have just, like, removal for Aether Vials early, other than Force of Will. Which, obviously, if your opponent, like, you always want to Force Vials, especially if your opponent, like, mulls to 6, cries to the bottom or whatever. But we still have, like, another look at a land. We have multiple castables. Not a good spot, but we're in a spot. Opponent pitch Dazed to their Force, which probably means they're a Delver deck, which is good because I want to test against that. Hopefully they're just like blue-red. Probably blue-red or blue-white, judging from the start. Not a lot of basics in the other Delver decks. Not a land is not good. What's up, Captain Asia? How's it going? Alright, so they kept on their Ponder, so they're probably fine on land drops. This might stifle them from, like, doing stuff, because they're definitely going to have to bolt this Mom here. Oh. No killing the Mom. I like it. Ugh. I have to either Vial or Plow this young Pyromancer. Opponent's 4 cards in the hand. They didn't kill the Mom. I think I just need to play the Vial here. It also plays around like another Daze. Like, I'd rather get this... I think I'd rather get this Vial Daze than the Plow Dazed. I think I just need to cast this Vial. Oh, nice. Just buy your Cap and Gown? Dope. Glad to hear it all the time. Seen way too many basics out of Rug Delver, Patrick. Seems like a deck that really doesn't want to play basics. I guess the different iterations of Rug Delver maybe are more inclined to do so. Whenever I think of Rug Delver, I always think of the super streamlined, but... Do I just, like, take this bait? They didn't have the bolt last turn, and they didn't, like, draw. Do I just, like, block and pro-red? How greedy is that? They just played Pyro, it's probably way too greedy. We'll just take 2. Of course, we have to draw the... This is a coward stream, Patrick. In case you've forgotten. Do I even Plow this Pyromancer anymore? Would I rather play Athalia than Plow? Probably not. I'd probably rather Plow this. It's a disposable hero. What match is this? This is round 1. Game 1. You have not missed anything. I think we just want to Plow this. We can develop later. Opponent has 3 cards. They probably can't adapt Terramander yet. We can revoke it. I think I'm just going to kill this. Also does play around Daze, notably. It's a card they probably don't have, because they would have dazed my Vial, but whatever. Oh, we're going to get Spell Pierced? That would suck. Oh, they're just going to cast a Bolt. That's fine. That's much better for me. Also, they did have the Bolt. Good thing we respected it. Actually, now they have 4 in the yard, so they need another land, and they can make their Terramander big, but we can still revoke it and Wisp it. Alright, it looks like they're probably just going to adapt here. So this is what, 10? You might want to stop the cat.
Yep.
Anniversary is in 4 days. I think they made a 9-month subscriber badge, too. I should make the 4-year one whenever I get one of those. Just make it Hero Blade old. No one will ever get there. I wonder if I'm supposed to block this. Probably not still. I'm going to 8. We're probably still okay. Actually, 8 then 3 is bad, right? If we don't block anything, we go to 8. Next turn, we can, like, Thalia plus Revoker, but then we go to 3 and we're in Bolt range. I think I do need to block an Elemental here. And if they Bolt, they can't adapt Terramander, and then we get to revoke it. I think this is worth the trade. If they do have a Bolt. Yeah. They don't have the Bolt. We could also just Flicker Wisp it now. I don't think that's how Terramander works. Oh, that's true. That's not how Terramander works. 1 mana spells are free when you're planning on using all your mana to Terramander. How ballsy is just, like, Wisping here? They probably, like, don't have it, right? They just haven't had it ever. rather be at 9 than 4. Right, this is going pretty well. There is a Brightling at the bottom of our deck that I would love to draw in this matchup. Oh, nice. Revoker doing work. I think we're going to leave this Vial on 2. That doesn't do anything. Probably going to sandbag this Tomb in case we draw, like, and just naturally draw an equipment. We don't want to get it wastelanded. We like to just slam. So there's a Violent Thalia. Am I just, like, passing? I think I'm just passing. How much of that has to be blue or Delver before you adapt to my Cop Blue deck? Does Cop Blue affect, True Name? I feel like it does, right? Please no main deck Electrickery. That would be pretty savage. Now they have 5 mana. I guess they don't. They need 6 to. I could just hardcast a Force. Just wondering on where I should need to put this Vial. I think my 2s are more important right now. Because I have 4 Stoneforges I need. Versus just like 2 Recruiters. I guess more Wisps is good too. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. How scary is this? Do I just like trade off with one? Do I just not even use the Mom? Because if I use the Mom and then like my Revoker gets popped, that's just horrendous for me. Like I Pro Blue, Wisp, try to eat a Terramander, they just bolt the Revoker, make one of the Terramanders huge next turn, I'm just dealing with 2 5/5s. They might just like block. And then I'm on like 8 turn clock versus I can start attacking with Thalia. I guess this is 7, I can attack for 5. Maybe I just take 2. Yeah. I think this is a race that I'm equipped to win. Currently. Yeah, we're gonna leave this Vial on 2. Of course, draw a 3. Now we're probably gonna play out the Ancient Tomb just to like play around days. Maybe I just don't cast this. Let's attack first, see what happens. It's hard to gauge what you want to do with your Vials. There are more 2s in the deck right now than 3s. Maybe I just don't play it. Going to 5 if the days. They can't I mean, they could force pitch a blue card. I think I'm just going to pass. Take my Vial up to 3, feel like an idiot. Draw my 2 next turn. There's a lot of Terramanders. Are you ever paying for days here with Tomb? Yeah, that's the risk. I probably would to get a Flicker Wisp, but it's still scary. Ooh, I didn't think of it. They attack with Elemental, I didn't think about that. What's up, Spider Space? Oh, nice, they didn't attack. It's going pretty okay. We're in game 1. It's a little tight here, though. We're going to untap with 2 Wisps, though, which should make it better. So you find a Stoneforge or a Recruiter. The Brightling's at the bottom of my deck still. So there's no way to get that until we shuffle with like a Stoneforge or something. I don't know what all these pauses are and blocks every time. Is my opponent like desperately trying to adapt their Terramanders? So next turn, I think we're going to attack with Wisp. If they block next turn, we can just Violin, take 0. I'm not sure what I want to do. This is tricky. We need to find, like, something to get out of range of Flying Men lethal. Trying to stock up legacy points. How many points are you at right now? Oh, there we go. Guess like them drawing true name is just horrendous for me at basically any stage of this game, because we're just so low. Alright, catch you later. We want to stay above 3 is the big thing, so we just don't just fucking beef it to Lightning Bolt. There we go. There's the Stoneforge Mystic. So now we just play defense because we're like super favored on the board. What's up, Hondo? Thanks for the 4-month resub. Can we get a Patrick emote on the Discord? So I guess we grab GT just to murder all these Terramanders. I can always Flicker Wisp my Stoneforge and get like the sword later as well. So now I can attack with Wisp and Thalia. We have Stoneforge block the Elemental now. No, because I want to Wisp my Stoneforge, not Wisp my Wisp. So we just attack with the Thalia. So we're probably just like trading both my Wisps with Terramanders just to like stay above 3 life. Problem is we actually can't equip without going below 3 life unless we draw a a non-ancient Tombland. Ooh, a plow. Alright. So we probably just want to play around Bolt hardcore and just plan on plowing Terramander. Putting in GTA off the Stoneforge. Main tech upgrade time, please no. We just really don't want to get bolted here, because that's one of the only things that just like steals it. When am I supposed to plow? I need to beat, like, they could have, like, Daze and Spell Pierce as, like, uncastables in their hand. I can't beat both of those cards, actually. I mean, I can't beat, like, Daze, Spell Pierce, Bolt, I guess. I guess I'm supposed to plow on their turn. Before they draw. Oh, crap, I actually can't put it in the sword if I do this. Oh, well. Alright. Heads above the water, though. Unless they top deck True Name. If they top deck True Name, we need to just, like, hope they don't have a bolt in their hand. Alright, this looks like it's more okay now. There we go. Alright, game's over. Whew! A little tight there. Tight squeeze. Revoker doing some work in this matchup. I still think it's probably right to cut. Not positive, though. I've actually been a little torn on what exactly I want to be doing in this matchup. So I know, like, this is basically more or less my plan. Just cut all these, like, really, really bad cards. Cut all, like, the slow cards, too. This is a very aggressive matchup. But, like, if I wanted to cut other cards, if I wanted to, like, say, bring in Chalice of the Void, which I'm not sure if I want to do. Like, maybe it's a plan on the play like it is against Death Shadow. Not 100%. Like, what would the next cut be? I guess probably, like, the Ancient Tomb or, like, a Caracas. Just, like, shave a land would be okay. So, big plant emoji. But then what? I don't know what you would cut. Maybe the Prelates? But cutting Prelate, bringing in Chalice seems kind of counterintuitive. All of your equipment are really good in this matchup. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe we can just board like this and be fine. Postboard definitely gets harder though. They need to bring in a pile of braids. You gotta play around to like trickery. That is a naked cat. She's looking at you guys. Ooh, this hand sucks a lot. Oh, cat cam. We gotta follow her. This hand is horrible. This hand is... it'll do. Oh, get out of here. What a climber. Yeah, she loves climbing around. Bunch of claw marks on this chair. Ooh. Foothills Volcanic Ponder. Shuffle, shuffle. The shuffle, I might just wasteland them. They didn't shuffle. Maybe I still wasteland them. It's probably just probably just a red fetch to fetch like basic mountain whatever matchups. I wouldn't put any merit into them being rug. I want to wasteland this so bad, but I should probably just play this either while. Is this the right deck list? Is this working? What are you doing? Yeah, this is just blue-red. Does this deck list work? Yeah, this looks right. Got 3 chalices. Got the graph figures huge. Yeah, good work, Cardboard Live. Hello. Didn't shuffle again. Plays land this time. Ooh, I like no play here. No play means I can just get to wasteland this and move on with my life. Do I need to play around Stifle? Do I need to like wasteland their upkeep here? Yeah, never mind. We're probably just Rashawn boarding. Do you have a problem? You have a problem, kitty? Is there any real downside? I guess they could, like, shatter my Vial if I let them untap. With what chalice numbers do we usually choose? It depends a lot on the matchup, but, like, 1 is definitely the strongest point for it. We're not a deck that can really accelerate out chalices on, like, 2 or anything very often, but sometimes 0 is correct. Like, against, like, Storm and stuff. I'm not gonna play around Stifle. Like, maybe that's wrong. I'm not super familiar with Blue-Red Delver lists, but I think I want to play around them untapping, and then, like, if I port them or wasteland them, they can just upgrade my Chalice or something, which I don't want. I'd rather just keep this Chalice around. Young Peasy, that's fine. So now we get to put in Mom, untap, port them, put in Stoneforge. Life's great. Ooh. Maybe we just plow this Pyro instead. We probably just plow this Pyro instead. Huh, what's more important to me? They just played this mountain. We might be able to actually just cut them off blue. Their bolts already suck. I could just port and plan on, like, port plus... Yeah, let's actually port them. And then just, like, port plus plow next turn. I'll let them go a little bit wild. Especially because this cuts them off of their scary cards, like True Name. They can, like, cast a Brainstorm here or whatever if they wanted. Like, yeah. If they want to just get triggers. Maybe try to hit another blue source. I think that's more or less fine with me. I'm not really scared of these elementals. Wasteland. Well, they're Brainstorm locked from the looks of it. No blocks. No attacks. So what do we get here? Probably just Sword? Sword's always the biggest draw, just because it lets you attack their True Name. I'm assuming there's a Shatter effect eventually, but, like, I can't really play around that here, unless we, like, just take up draw Wisp. My next turn involves probably either plowing the Pyro, or if they let me untap, putting in my equipment and plowing the Pyro. So I guess I'm just going to grab Sword. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I want to grab back my second best equipment. Yeah. I think we are going to leave this vial on 2. I have more 2s than 3s to hit. And we're just going to plow this Pyro this turn. And then draw a 3-drop, of course. Ooh, never mind. I'm going to, like, bolt my face in response, please. Force it. Pitching days? Alright. That's fine. Plowed again. They have another days. Be kind of bad for me. Nope, killed it. Ponder, trying to hit this land drops. Didn't shuffle, alright. They got 3 lands. We're in True Name territory now. This would be a nice time to just top deck Ancient Tomb. At least get in, like, 1 trigger here. Not drawing extremely hot. But opponent only has 2 cards left in hand. I want to try and play around artifact removal if possible. I don't know if we can afford to. We're at 20. I guess it kind of depends on how this next turn breaks. These pauses are at, like, weird points. What could they be considering here? Like, bolting a creature, untapping, like, bolting the mom? Elect trigger the mom, yep. So obviously we protect. It means they only have 1 card left in hand. Ooh, That's a rough one to flip, though. Oh, yeah, so now we're not playing around artifact removal. We're just gonna fucking jam. I'm not going to block. I'm not an idiot. Just walk right into a forked bolt. But yeah, opponent does get the free attack here. If they forked bolt, they can't abrade, which is good. I hope they don't have, like, Vapor Snag as the last card, even if they do. We get another Stoneforge trigger, at least. I shouldn't have played that land. We could, like, draw a Rashadenport or something. Oh. Nice, nice. Good draws. It might be over if they don't have a braid, and even if they do, we have just second Stoneforge. Yeah, game's just over. Stoneforge is killer in this matchup if they don't have the tools to answer it. That matchup is very good for Death and Taxes. Out of the Delver matchups, like, I think that's one of my favorites. Probably my favorite. Joined. He like sees some Team Fan Agent too. I mean, yeah. If the London Mulligan rolls around, then maybe you have to look at banning some like 1-2 punch fast mana shenanigans. My favorite playing against Soul Tiger is Delver. Is that, I guess favorite is not the right word. Just like the most favored matchup for me. Like the matchup where I'm like, alright, thank God, this is the matchup I'm playing in terms of Delver. Grixis can be pretty scary. I guess Sultai was pretty free back in the day when that was really a thing. Now I'm on 0 Mirran Crusaders though, so probably a little less free. Seems pretty decent. Oh god, is this the mirror? This hand got a lot worse. Alright, we're on a mold of 5, but we have our best card. Alright, we're on a mold of 4, but we have our best card. Just played Storm, my local weekly, messed up hard. Storm's fucking hard to play. We played against Blue Red Delver last round, 1-2-0. This is round 2. Cool. We are in the mirror, and I have Thalia Prelate. Hopefully the Stoneforge Mystic will carry me. Late stream today. It's the same time our stream usually starts. Grab GTA and pray this is good enough.
Did you just see that?
I didn't.
She stole the pig.
Oh, they have a Caracas. Nice. My Thalias are horrible. I guess we can Wasteland their Caracas, so it's like not the worst for me. THC's a little odd, but you know, people love to collect their tech cards. Plow's neat. Plow lets me get through an insurmountable wall of blockers at some point. XGF still sick. We're both still kind of sick. I have a little bit of a cough left. So does she. We're mostly healed up. We're both like dead this weekend though. It was miserable. So what's my plan here? If I Wasteland, I can put in GTA. If I land my Thalia, try to get a connection in because first strike damage hits each other. That's probably my best plan. Oh shit, I can't wasteland. Forgot about Thalia. Well, alright, my plan is now worse, but still okay. Like, we're not under, like, substantial amounts of pressure, so... Could even, like, plow... I guess if I plowed Big Thalia, I wanted to do that also before they untapped. But they can't attack with both. Yeah, they have to leave one back. What do they do here? Burmad. What the... This list came out in, like, 2015? Man, opponent. My kingdom for a Caracas. Almost one with goblins. Alright, we may need to shift into plow here. I guess we can just connect, right? It doesn't do a whole lot, but we can just trade off Thalias here and get 2 counters on my Jite. And then we'll have 3rd land and we can plow the Brimaz. That's probably fine. Do I want to take out my Vial? Probably not. I mean, I guess these trade, which I'm also fine with. I'm just going to play land in Thalia instead. Damage will be done front to back, so I want to go damage this Brimaz first. Get counters. Kill the Brimaz. This kills my Thalia, which is fine. We have another Thalia, and also Thalia is just horrible. Play land, play this Mom instead of the Plow. Because this is still okay. Opponent needs to leave their Karagas untapped. Or we can just, like, keep getting our GT triggers. And also now we have Mom to push for GT triggers. What are they even going to flicker here? My Vial? Put in Thalia, it'll get bounced, but whatever. We're still fine. Ooh, Avenger's cool. So we just equip GT to Stoneforge. Mom it up and attack. I guess it could have attacked first and then mommed it, right? Oh no, then they could block with their Thalia and Karagas it. Yeah, opponent's on like super weird techie cards, taxes. Attack with Thalia, it's just gonna get bounced anyway. Okay, or they just take the damage, sure. I'm so confused about this game. I'm not sure if I want to... You could have attacked, but not let them block. If you wanted F6 value. Attack and then pump, or pro-white or whatever. I think Burma is like pretty horrible in the Brightling era of things. So we can't ping anything off besides this Wisp. If they tap the Caracas, I might just ping Wisp, ping Thalia, plow the Heretic Cathar, but if they don't, we'll probably just end up pinging the Wisp and moving on. They just didn't even do it. They're just holding it up forever? Sure. Just kill this Wisp. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like fine. Run tapping with like Avenger and Plow access. Like, we're a little low on life, but I think we're like pretty favored in this position still. Opponent playing fast and loose with their Caracas, I think. Hey, Detry, thanks for the 5-month resub. Appreciate it. Alright, so this vial takes up to 2. We draw Caracas, which is just insane. Now we can just attack, right? This thing isn't legendary. It gets tapped. Oh yeah, I have to like deal with the Heretic there first. In whichever way I choose. I could just like ping the Heretic Cathar down at this point, which I probably will do just because it's like moderately annoying. They can't protect Heretic Cathar with Caracas. We just ping it again if they try to pick it up. So now we get this. We have access to Plow. We have access to Avenger. This game's just over. Like Wasteland my Caracas. Have your Thalia back, whatever. This is all fine. Yeah, I think this game's over now, especially because we have a flyer coming down. I hope we don't get sick to the internet from you. I hope you don't not. Ugh, that was ample timing for that cough. Hope you don't either. I've heard that in Saffroll, that the original ability was supposed to be like add black. Would be a lot worse of a Magic card, that's for sure. A lot of the best cards in Magic are due to last minute design changes. Alright, so now we'll cut all the cards that we drew last game that we somehow won with basically only the Stoneforge Mystic and like a bunch of like dopey Thalias. My opponent also had a bunch of legendaries though. Their legendaries were a little bit more annoying. Like Thalia Heretic Cathar doesn't suck in the matchup like Guardian of Thraben does. And Burmaz is like also decent. Definitely cards to have on the radar. Not cards I'm overly concerned about for this matchup, though, especially in like the Caracas matchup, where sometimes you just have one and your opponent doesn't have a Wasteland, and you just, if they're on multiple legendaries, you just demolish them. But yeah, that game we kept a Stoneforge in our hand, the opponent didn't, and they just died. Sands, 2 lands, Vial, Stoneforge. Batters was a little clunky, less clunky with the Stoneforge. Put a mold to 6. We'll keep. What do you got, opponent? Now we both have Vials, so it's a little bit of a a weirder dance you have to do. Harder to connect with equipment into vials and such. We drew all our stone forges. The other 2 stone forges are now squires. Just gonna jam a stone forge here. Hopefully they don't, like, attack my wasteland or anything. Be kind of annoying. We do have the surprise batter skull, which can definitely get people. Always had it. Oh, well, we have removal spells, so we can kind of bridge the gap a little bit here. And we just draw a second land. So we'll leave up Stoneforge activation, plus removal spells, plus a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they put in their GTA, whatever. Tempted to just try to honf it with the batter skull. I guess that's risky into, like, them putting in a wisp. Probably better just to kill the Stoneforge. Although this is also just, like, really bad into a wisp, so I don't know. Maybe we should have killed it when they activated it before this vial ticked up. Concerned about Wisp, but how concerned should I be? If I spend removal spells killing the Stoneforge and the Wisp, I can't put in my GTA, but we'll untap with all F my Val on 3. Put in Batter Skull and I get it Wisped. They get counters. They can kill one of my Stoneforges, but we'll be able to prevent future triggers anyway. You could block and path yours. That's not nothing. It's kind of shitty. Does play around Wisp better, though. Hits a 3rd land drop. We just file in a 2nd Stoneforge anyway. I don't hate that, actually. Plays around Wisp the best, for sure. Also gives me the option of holding up this plow in case they do something else. Maybe I will do that. I untap, I'll have a Vial on 3. We'll have access to a Wisp. We'll be able to put in Batter Skull or Cheetah. And still put in, like, Plow, because we'll have 3 lands. Mom. Oh, we gotta plow the Mom. So when do I plow this if I want to play around them having a Wisp? I'm going to Vial this in. I'm going to untap. I'm going to have a Vial on 3, 3 mana, a fresh Stoneforge. If we draw a 4th land, we'd actually just, like, get them. I didn't even board path when I played the Mirror tonight. It depends on how many cards you have to bring in, but usually, if you have about 5, it's easy to bring in. You just cut all the Thalias and the Prelate, bring in 5 cards, which is what I did. We'll still have the extra mana next turn, though. End step means it's just, like, out of the way for my whole turn to the end step, which doesn't really matter, but... I can, like, plow it on my end step is the thing, to, like, give me another turn at drawing something, but I think plowing it now is probably fine. Also lets me just savage them if I draw the 4th land. Oh, they don't even have the Wisp. Hot dog. Like, if they Wisp their Stoneforge here, and then I draw the 4th land, we just play Equip GTA, attack, kill their Wisp and their Mom. We have Vial in to prevent them from getting GT counters. They also don't have a Wisp, which is just insanely good for me. I mean, I guess we just go for it. If they have any blocker, we just wisp it out of the way. I guess the issue is if it's like Brimaz, we can't actually like ping it down. They'll be able to put on their GT and get me. But we're already kind of committed to this plan, so. If it's like THC, it's fine. If it's Brimaz, it's a little bit more annoying. Oh, they do have a Wisp. Wow. I'm fine with this exchange. If they want to like block here, then that's fine. Or if they just want to take the one. But we can just do the same thing back to them. With my Vial. So I guess they didn't wisp their mom because they wanted to protect from that the case that I said. Now we're just throwing wisp back and forth. Watch my opponent just Containment Priest me. We're just playing this game now. Recruiter. Okay, they can just recruit up another Wisp, which means we just, like, literally cannot connect. We got Tomb, that's gas. Play, equip, Fire Ice, and GT. This is a tough call. It's probably just like windmill slam this wisp, right? Magic the Wispening. That definitely is the mirror. Equipment fights and like wisp fights. It's the whole mirror. And notably, I need to equip my wisp if my plan is to attack with equipment here. Because if I equip Stoneforge, I give them added value of block with their recruiter and just wisp their recruiter rather than wisping my equipment. Now, this is definitely a problem. Because they get to connect with their GT, but we'll have Batter Skull, which they might not be able to stop. So we want to force them to wisp my GT here by equipping and attacking, rather than like wisping their recruiter and just gaining a bunch of value. We want to like stop their wisp chain. Unsure. Do I want to attack? They could like wisp their own recruiter and then like on their turn wisp my GT and attack me, which would not be good. I think I just want to force the issue. And attack. Yeah, they'll wisp off my GT, that's fine. They might even block, which is like, yeah. Alright, so now we're in a weird spot. They can block, wisp their wisp the recruiter. Good thing that maybe they could have done. Recruiter comes back on their end step. Yeah, block with one wisp, wisp it out with the other. Alright, so now we just need to like hope they don't have more wisps, because those are like the cards we just can't beat. We're just gonna equip GTA and just slam. Cross our fingers. Like, hope this is good enough. Yeah, if they like block with the recruiter and have another wisp, we're just super dead, so yeah. It's unfortunate. We draw like Vile Squire, opponent draws a bunch of wisps, and we're just like stone cold now. Probably worth conceding here now. Yeah, not worth playing around Wisp because like you can't play around Wisp. It's like if it's there, you're just dead. Yeah, they just like fog infinitely, even if they don't do anything else. Oh, I didn't put in my Sword of Fire and Ice, I'm thinking. Mostly because we are just like flat out dead here. Like try to do something here, but you like you'd plow the recruiter, but like they're still fogging my GTA. We're dead in the air just to like the GTA counters. We're toast there for sure. Wait, why is my Bright Leg in the sideboard? Oh, hang on, cancel, no! Whoops. Apparently I boarded out my Brightling instead of the Sanctum Prelate for game 2. Good thing we didn't draw the Sanctum Prelate and look like a fool. I guess I like saw the Sanctum Prelate on the sideboard and thought I boarded it out. But I'm playing 2 right now. One in the main, one in the side. I would love to play first. I also love to not keep this hand because I'm not a greedy piece of shit who wants to die to a wasteland. Man, this is a basic plains. I probably still don't keep this. I'll say it's much better. Especially if we draw a Stoneforge. Ancient Tomb is just like nuts. Use like Steel Games, turn 2 Stoneforge, turn 3 play equip. But Plow and Revoker go a long way towards making this matchup better. Or making this game go better. Right, looks nice. Plow your mom. Could like Tomb cast Revoker there, but don't really see the purpose. We don't really know what we want to name. Play. Sorry. Do I play this Tomb? Probably. If we draw like a Wasteland, I want to be able to Wasteland this. Yeah, I think we played out. What's it gonna be, opponent? Mom. Alright, we can play that. That's fine. Still don't think we're revoking. I think we're just gonna like leave this in hand. Take this vow up to 3, Brightling time. Why is my opponent like leaving up 2 mana every turn and also not porting me? It's very confusing. Like, what are they representing here? I'm gonna port them. What's up all the time? You know, get me with their 2 mana spell. Oh, they're representing Containment Priest this whole time. Sure. God, people that bring in Containment Priest in the mirror tilt me to no end. Guess I was supposed to like pump fake them. It's like I really don't care about this. You got me, opponent. Oh man. Drew Stoneforge? Stoneforge way better than Brightling here. Want to keep porting my opponent? Kind of. They're missing land drops. I'll take 2 damage to port them. They like wisp my Stoneforge, get me. Revoke GT, yeah, sure. God, I hope we draw a Wisp. Just like a little bit of justice in the world. Wisp the Revoker, just kill it. Well, there's justice that I can just like cast a Stoneforge, go get Batterskull or Sword, and just put that in with my other Stoneforge. I don't get to port them, they can cast a 3. But that's fine. Almost want Batterskull here more than Sword, but I probably want Sword more. Sword helps me deal with the Revoker. They do get their turn with 3 mana now, if they want to cast a Wisp and kill one of my Stoneforges. We put in Sword, equip, have a 3/4 attack. We have to like double block it in order to trade with it. I don't believe they could also just like have a removal spell. What we got here? Jailer? No, Gideon? Opponent flying high as a kite. Well, we got Revoker for that. Notably, they can double block my Stoneforge now and only lose 1 guy if they block with Night Owl and Containment Priest, but that turns my Vial back on. Then we get like to Brightling them. Sword. So now we can Mom, equip Sword, Revoker. We can just do it all. So we equip here. This is definitely taxing on our life total, but I think we're still okay. We attack. Probably induce the double block. Just the chump, alright, that's fine too. We revoke Gideon. We play Mom. Definitely a low life total. If they like kill my Revoker, plus up their Gideon or something, could be in a little bit of trouble. Path the Mom. Sure. More lands is really nice. And Wisp me now? Judgment, alright. They have a couple of choices here. Voted for Revoker. Interesting. Like, make a big Gideon. And I'll just keep pumping out Knights, sure. Squire. Now we can get down Brightling at least. do anything else? I could take 2, just get this GT into play, going to 10, but 10's kind of a risky life total. I think we're more okay just developing Breitling here. I'm not sure how many points is realistic to earn in a week. Yeah, I have no idea. I've not been paying attention to the amount of points I have after, like, oh, I'm good enough. Because all I have done is play Legacy the past 4 months. 3 months, whatever. Get another Council's Judgment. What do they vote for? Sword or Breitling? Interesting choice. I think I might vote for Breitling here. Might be incorrect. Yep. Opponent coming at me with the Containment Priest, Sanctum Prelate, Gideon tech. Really giving me the business, mostly because of the 2 Council's Judgments, rather than, like, these actual cards that aren't really doing anything. I mean, the Gideon's obviously doing something, but I hope they double block. I assume that's, like, the plan. No, they attacked. This is game 1. This is game 3. Nope, still just jumping, sure. Now we do kind of want to get my GJ into play. Oh wait, hang on, no, we can just go get Batterskull, never mind. I forgot Batterskull's still in our deck. Batterskull's insane here. Keeping in Prelate, yeah, keeping in Prelate is, like, actually nuts. Prelate is so bad in this matchup. Of course, we immediately drew Plow after they Prelate on 1B, but such is life. And yet they managed to board in Containment Priest and Gideon. I have no idea what they cut. I guess, like, their bevy of legendaries, right? They cut the Thalias and, like, maybe cut the big Thalia? Yeah, please just let me draw a Wisp. Let me punish this person for having Containment Priest in their deck, like, 1 time. OP is on a trip for sure. This Batterskull definitely turns things around. I kind of forgot I had in my deck. I'm going to play this last turn. Revoker? We're just going to put in Batterskull in response here. Yeah, legendary creatures are kind of bad in the mirror, though, just based on Caracas. So I could buy them cutting, like, Big Thalia or something, but, like, not for Containment Priest and Gideon. Gideon is, like, marginally okay. Containment Priest is aggressive and not very good. What do they revoke here? Sort of Fire and Ice, try to kill my Stoneforge here. We do have 2 attackers now, notably. Like Planeswalker in the mirror. I kind of hate Gideon in the mirror. Gideon's, like, really clunky. I wouldn't hate Karn, I think. Gideon is just, ugh. Get back to your opponent playing Gideon and Priest. You better not. I'm trying desperately not to lose this, but, like, opponent, like, plays Prelate on 1 in game 3. I immediately draw Plow. Like, Judgmented twice. They might get there in spite of their sideboarding efforts. But I think we're still, like, favored in the spot right now. Use Batterskull. They, like, make a 5/5. I think I'm just going to chump those. I want to go to 5. I think I'm just going to block with Stoneforge Mystic. They're getting, I assume they're getting their Gideon out of Batterskull range. I think I do want to block. It's not to get you critical clock ever on game 2. My bad. That was on accident. Okay, I do have 5 minutes. I should be a little bit more wary of what I'm doing. Opponent has finally decided that their ports exist. So I assume they're going to, like, double block this Batterskull or something. But that's it. That's great for me. Plow's unlocked. Unlocks our GT. Like, this is, life is great. We're just going to put in this GT next turn, though. That's going to be it. We had to gain 4 life, so we can, like, just take a Gideon hit if that's what they want to do. Hello, kitty. That's fine. Why animate that turn? Why not just, like, make a 2/2 and block? They have 1 card left in hand. Alright, they should be dead if we just plow this GT, or plow this Provoker holding GT down. Opponent's just, like, dead here. They could block all 3 of my creatures, keep the Gideon alive, lose their entire board. There's the 10-bit slew. No, sorry, I'm not looking at chat. I'm just trying to actually win this game. Disenchant was the last card, huh? That's a little inconvenient. I get to eat my Stoneforge here. It's not a huge deal. They still have to deal with my Germ and my Stoneforge. Yeah, they just, like, lose their whole board. I guess they don't lose the Containment Priest now, but whatever. That's fine. Before Wrath of God. Yeah, at this point, sure. Get me, opponent. Oh, they're gonna wisp kill my guy now? Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, this is fine. We're just gonna plow their containment priest now. Just get our Stoneforge back. Alright. I shouldn't have tapped like that, because I wanted to just cast Saravenger here. Oh well. Really? They want to lose their whole board? Sure. They're playing like top deck exactly Palace Jailer. Punish me hard for not like leaving up Saravenger mana. Oh cool, now they're just dead. Can we stop? I'm trying to kill you, opponent. I guess I should play around, no, I want to play around Jailer more than I want to play around another Containment Priest. I think I want to pick up this Batter Skull, honestly, rather than equip it. Maybe I don't, just to kill them faster. I think I'd rather try to produce 2 threats. Alright, cool, we did it. We didn't lose! We didn't lose to Gideon, Sanctum Prelate, Containment Priest. Thank the Lord for that. Alright, sorry if I missed anything in chat. Probably not. Chat loves shitposting. Not porting port, not sure I should be surprised. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that game was like pretty over after their Gideon died. Their block didn't make a lot of sense though that turn. They just like lost their Gideon for no reason. I feel like they would have wanted to just like chump block both, keep Gideon alive for another turn at least, rather than like just taking the Stoneforge off the battlefield. I guess that was their only chance to kill the Stoneforge, right? The next turn they would have just made another knight and then chump blocked one and then the Gideon dies. So just kind of prolongs the inevitable, or lets them like maybe draw another creature or removal spell or something. But yeah, our cards lined up pretty decently. But it was like a very weird list though. Running Gideon, had a Disenchant. Just had Heretic Athar and Brimaz in the main. Right. Man, these hands are like so on the border of keepable, where you just go like turn 1 Vial, turn 1 Port, turn 3 Vial and Thalia with Caracas up and Port. But they're just like so bad. So my opponents had to drop Gideon and just ult him right away. Yeah, that's the thing you have to do with Gideon sometimes. Seems like so... Like, one of these planes is a wasteland, maybe. I don't know if I can... How greedy is this to keep? We're on the play. Let's get greedy. Just, like, keep this in insanely bad hand. It's a Minifer. Zane has such good plans until after our turn 3. Or we're just in the mirror and we just, like, get super fucked. I do get a Rashad and port them after they didn't play a 1 at least. These draws have been about what I deserve for keeping this hand. Especially just in the mirror. We're so dead. You might be asking why I didn't Vial Nostalgia. That would be a good question. Make him think that I have another 2, maybe? I just really don't care about the Thalia. I don't know. Make him think I have a better 2, like a Stoneforge. But then I wouldn't F6, but I also love F6 equity. It's one of my favorite things on Moto. Oh, snap. Don't give me the business. We're just playing the D&T Mirror Bunch. God, I fucking hope not. I hate the mirror. Yeah, we're just pretty fucked. We kept a 5-land Vial Thalia hand. Nice. It gets better. Our draws have been hot. Yes, please revoke me instead of, like, doing anything else. Yeah, revoke me either way, sure, whatever. And then what will I do now? Alright, Thalia, you gotta hold down the fort. You gotta protect me from this Jite. Yeah, no, the Legacy Mirror is a shit show, like, 60% of the time-ish. These draws have been so good. Alright, Thalia. You just gotta hold down the fort all by yourself. The Miracles Mirror, God, please no. Flashback to the time I played Blue-White Stoneblade vs. Miracles. Wanted to die. Ugh. Worst 5-0 ever. Yeah, my opponent doesn't have exactly Caracas here. We don't have to worry about... I don't even have my Vial on 2 yet. Why did I even say it? Why did I even say the thing? I did say it. I did, in fact, say it. I just had enough of this mirror. Drew like 3 lands and 2 vials. Did keep a bad hand, but our draws were definitely not doing us any favors. Alright, we're not gonna board out the Brightling this time. We're keeping the Prelate. Make sure. Alright, we good. I do have a disgustingly good history of called shots on this stream. I mean, to be fair, we probably weren't. My opponent could have all planes in hand, and we're probably still losing that game. Just because our hand, we had nothing, and my opponent had a bunch of good stuff. Eventually, my opponent will draw something to beat my single Thalia in play before I draw something to beat their Stoneforge plus their Recruiter in play, make any of their Wisps live, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, the mirror is a shit show. And like that game is why the mirror is one of the reasons why the mirror is a shit show. It's just like my opponent had a Stoneforge and I did not have a Stoneforge, so you almost immediately lose. Game 2 and 3, at least you get a little bit more answers to the stupid the GTA problem. Yeah, fuck this hand. Yeah, also fuck this hand, but on a 6 we keep. On the play, you really want Stoneforges, because you're definitely like the aggressor. If you just play the, hey, can you enter this GTA subgame? And they say no, then you win. If they say yes, then you can just play a game of Magic. But it's just like so free if you're on the play to just like have Stoneforge and just crush them. I think that was a key. Thalia with Violent Caracas Protected beats some decks, right? Are we talking about my game 1 hand? I think my hand was like okay. My hand was like pretty bad. Definitely on like with like a Wasteland or something, it might have been more acceptable. It was obviously just horrible in the mirror, but like against some blue decks, sometimes you can win just like Vile into port you into like Violent Thalia with Caracas Protection and port you again. Like you can just like put some blue decks into the ground. Which is more or less why I kept. But it was definitely still greedy at that point. Like, we're dead to a lot of things still. Our hand has, like, very little action. Granted, you don't always draw into 3 lands, 2 vials. Ooh. Can I attack their mana? Or is this just like a bait wasteland? I think I might take the bait. If they don't, if they're mana light, we can just relic order their vial and free win. Yeah, we'll just bait. Ooh, 2 vials. So I probably don't want to relic order a vial now that they have 2. We'd actually, like, if we get this vial up to 3 before we use the relic order, we can do the relic order trick. Pop both their vials. We'll just plow a mom if they have one. What you got, opponent? What's the trick? It's just like the O-ring trick, where you cast the relic order, target a vial, trigger on the stack, you vial and wisp, target the relic order, flicker it out. So one of the vial gets eaten forever, and then you just eat the other vial, normal Fiend Hunter style. Because it's templated in the old wording. I mean, I guess that's what I'm probably going to end up doing here. Maybe it's wrong. They don't, like, containment priest me. It doesn't matter, I just plow it. They can, like, revoke me, and it still doesn't matter, I just plow it. I just let this resolve. Oh, they're relic warding me. That's actually kind of obnoxious. Because now I don't get the trick. I guess I just, like, don't care. It's not a huge deal. Let this get eaten. I don't even know if I want it back. Yeah, it's fine. Shouldn't sit around in the mirror. I spend a lot too much time thinking when I'm streaming in the mirror. Sometimes you can't afford to do because like that game 3 last time showed. Sometimes the board stage gets stupid. Am I just like passing? I don't love passing here, but like I don't know what else I'm doing. I think I'm just passing the turn. I don't want to attack their vials because they have 2 vials. I don't want to just like play Wisp. Maybe playing Wisp and wisping their bigger vials is just an okay play, but it's definitely not great. I don't really want to plow a Relic Warder. I wanted them to just like have a Stoneforge Mystic or something. Man's so anemic. They still have like 5 cards. I do not feel confident that I'm going to win this game. Opponent has 2 vials to my none. And we can continue to hit land drops. Maybe I just like need to make a Wisp at this point. I can't Wisp anything. I don't need to Wisp anything though. Just like get a 3-1 into play. I'm just gonna turn back this vial. The vials just like go up to 3 and 1 next turn, but whatever. I just want the body. If they just have like Recruiter and just like make a Wisp army or whatever, just so far behind. No 3 is interesting. I don't know what's in their hand. Get a valid Relic Order response to theirs and Wisp the other one of them. We also didn't know we were drawing the 3rd land, so there's no guarantee that we were going to be able to Wisp the other vial. Needle. It's kind of annoying. I assume it's going on Mother of Runes and not Aether Vial. Interesting that they didn't make a 3, but they took the other vial up to 3. I wonder if that just means they have a Wisp, they just didn't want to put it in there. Man, my draws have not been kind. We squared this Relic Ward at the top, and I've just drawn all lands. I think I need a Relic Ward this Pithing Needle. Fortunately, they can just like kill my mom in response. Yeah. I just Wisp the mom. Give it Summoning Sickness. Let them untap to find something. Wisp the Relic Warder, please. Oh, they're just gonna Wisp their vial. Yeah, that makes sense. Dread Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler's Copter is like not very powerful. It's like not really where you want to be in this format. Revenge is just a lot better at being a 3/3 flyer and like there aren't a lot of matchups where you want an artifact that helps you loot, because it's like a liability in the K-Command matchups. Against, like, Miracles, it might be okay, but not being viable. Yeah, I think we're just boned. Maybe they'll block. Block me. Dang. So they saw through my ruse. I guess I have 6 now. My mom's needled. All I'm doing is holding up this plow. It's probably not going anywhere. Like, maybe wanted to plow their wisp. Ah, fuck. Are we dead now? They eat my wisp. We could, like, top deck a flicker for the needle. Take back monarchy. We're not dead, but that's probably pretty close to killing me. Draw another removal spell, and they have nothing in their 3-card hand. Or you draw another land. Yeah, I'm just conceding. I've had it with this game. Just not a game that we were going to win, I guess. Draw mono lands both games 1 and 2. Can't win them all. Sometimes the variance of being a no cantrip deck catches up to you. Especially in the shit show that is the mirror. Wasn't a very particularly powerful, like, start for my opponent either. Just, like, we literally had no action. We had, like, a pretty clunky mull to 6 into nothing to follow it up. I swear to Christ if this is the mirror again. God, how greedy am I? I hate keeping these hands on the draw. It's really good if we are in the mirror, and I think you gotta use the down taxes player, right? Just keep his hand. Seems like extremely greedy. Kill me now! Kill me now, please. God, may you just strike me down with a bolt of lightning. I think I'm just gonna plow this rather than play a vial. It's really bad if I don't get my land drop, but like Motor Runes is really easy to run away with the game. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought I recognized the name. Oh no. Oh no. Thought we were locking out my vial. Get punished for my 1-lander. I thought it was a pretty strong hand against the mirror, though. Draw land, we're still in business. We're a lot less in business now. Alright, so what's the play? They have probably like 4th land GTA equip, which I can stop if I just plow this mom. So let's just plow the mom. I'm so tired of the fucking mirror today, Jesus. This feels like bait. It's like has to be bait. Like they have a plow, so I'm just not gonna take it. Hey, drew a land. Nice. Saravenger or Stoneforge? Stoneforge might be okay because we have Batterskull in hand. Let's go that route. It's okay, your next game won't be elves. At least my suffering will end quickly. Yep. They put in the Jite. Still in an okay spot here. Despite that brief hiccup. I think I just let this happen. There's upside if I draw another land, I could cast Saravenger or Vile. I don't know their last card in hand, but Mother Ruin's really holding down the fort here. We need to get into a spot where we can prevent this Jite from murdering me. We're not putting in Jite and trying to draw land to force counters. Oh man. On some old-ass tech. I dig it. It's also very bad for me, because he has Mangara Caracas, but... Yeah, also Mom. Yeah, Mom's our only attacker. We can't do anything. We might need to put in Jite now, though. So if I put in Jite, untap, equip does Stoneforge pro white attack, I can at least clear the Mangara, but I would have to attack, pick up, ping, and then my shields are down for them to get their Jite online. Alternatively, I could just ping it, make them bounce it, and then if they equip Jite to either creature, we can use our other counter to prevent them from getting counters, and then we like go from there again. I mean, I love Mangara. Mangara is sweet. It's definitely some like ancient tech though. So the port here is fine. We can't put in this Batterskull, hope to hit a land or something. So we have to attempt to kill the Mangara. They pick it up with Caracas. Yep. We're just unsummoning the Mangara. Yeah, this is Itai. Hopefully we can do something when we untap. Hopefully they don't draw, like, Revoker. Something very bad for me. Like, most of their cards, I guess, at this point would be pretty bad for me. Even, like, Flicker Wisp. Just target the Jite, they get counters. We just fucking die. Hopefully this is equip to Stoneforge. Yep. Oh man, Factory. That's not great for me. Notably doesn't put in the Mangara. Obviously valuing holding up the factory. I guess valuing porting me too. But that tracks. Ooh, Wasteland's a good draw. We can just Wasteland the factory and run back our plan. Except now there's not a Mangara we have to like ping down. Problem is then they'll get like Vile, which is dangerous. We're dead to like so many of their top decks that we each have to keep playing fast and loose here. I guess we get Sarah Venture down next turn too, so we can stop using this mom. Do you have to be wary of this Vile? We need like at least 2 counters to stop. We need at least 1 counter to unsummon the Mangara, 2 to kill it. Don't I just get to block here now? If they're planning to force me to use this GT counter for something that they have planned. Play Mangara, like, end step, flicker. No, that wouldn't work. There's Mangara again. It's the last card. Okay, plow the mom. But now we're in an okay spot. Wonder if I actually just jailer this Thalia and just attack with both. Just to solidify my lock right now. They can pick up the Thalia with the Caracas, but then we just... Oh no, they want to be able to fog my GT counter. I guess just moving over and casting my own Thalia is fine. If I jailer Thalia minus a Mangara, you get counters. Not because they can pick up the Mangara and then put it back in. No, I guess I would still get counters. Just make sure it dies. Maybe that was actually the right line. I'm not positive. I guess putting in Batterskull is probably our play right here. Do I kill this Thalia? Probably. Maybe not. Yeah, probably yes. I think I do want to clear it. Just like clear it through this wasteland. Maybe not. If they draw like Wisp, they can Wisp my GTA, but then we're still okay. They can't like GTA down my Avenger. So Moxel. We'll have like Avenger and Batterskull in play. That's the Seal Cleansing. We're not playing the Seal Cleansing anymore. Never activated it while I was in my deck, but... Yeah, might have held the counter. I wasn't sure. I think we're in like the driver. We're pretty hard in the driver's seat right now, though. Yeah, so if they draw exactly Wisp here, Yeah. I think the cardboard live. I thought I changed the cardboard live. The deck list should be correct. Someone used the exclamation point deck list thing. You know, GT counters for. We can beat GT counters. We can also just revoke the GT at this point. Like, it's okay if he gets GT counters first, because he's just, like, super behind right now. But also, we just revoke GT now, and we're just, like, winning hard on board. Let me make sure that the cardboard live thing actually is working. Guess I can have 6 now. Weird. The link list doesn't have seal, but the overlay deck list does? Huh. I think I fixed it now. Should have updated. Yeah, Cage is in my current deck list. Let's just go more Wisps. Let's end this game. They like Violent Wisp out my Revoker, equip GT attack, and then like we're still probably ahead. Yeah, alright, cool. Did give him the out that maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have pinged the Thalia. Just in case he did draw exactly Wisp, we can just ping the Wisp. I mean, we can't stop the Thalia in that case, but we're in a similar issue, but the Thalia is easier. You just, like, block it with... I guess you can't block it with Batter Skull, but... Regardless... Let's gear up for the mirror for the 3rd fucking time tonight. Yeah. Itai's on a... Mangara. Run back the oldies. I do enjoy that we had a Vial in our hand from turn 1, and we never played it. And the game ended on, like, turn 14 or something. How jealous am I of the Mangara? Pretty jealous. It's a sweet card. Don't really like it right now, though. Especially with, like, blue-red being the Delver variant that's starting to pick up. I did actually, like, not hate it when people were starting to play a bunch of Stoneforges. Again. This game feels greedy as fuck. And, like, not even that good. We have, like, Mom into Stoneforge off this Caracas, but it's, like, super dangerous. We have a bunch of uncastables that aren't super strong. Oh, nice. This is the last hand, except we're down a land now. Now we're probably just going to die, because we're going to mold a 5. Blue-red doesn't seem like an easy matchup. I think it's the easiest of the Delver matchups. Nice. We keep just having fucking Caracas plus random land. Alright, cool. At least we can destroy a fucking Vial at the top this time. Probably just gonna get absolutely buried by just like a 7-card hand. Yeah, we just need to plow there. Plow his mom here. Yeah, game 1's like much easier because they don't get to board in a bunch of abrades. But game 2, it's the reason I'm playing a lot of like double Saravenger or Brightling is because you don't want to just like lean hard into your Stoneforges. But it's also it's because they're so bad against Stoneforge that they need the artifact removal is kind of the issue. It's definitely easier than Grixis Delver. Also, yeah, we played 3 Mirrors tonight, Spider Space, and I kind of want to kill myself. I'm gonna Relic Ward my Vial. Yeah, I was trying not to say anything about the canopy. Honestly, I was like, wow, that's a Horizon canopy in play. Wasn't gonna say anything, but is Maverick any good right now? You can definitely ask people that aren't me if Maverick is good right now, and the people that like Maverick will say yes. But Maverick's always bad when Terminus is good, and Terminus is always good because like Miracles is never a bad deck to be playing. Guess we just cast Path or cast GJ here to leave up Path. I wanted to play the second canopy. God, maximum tilt. So I'm assuming this is like with my recruiter when this attack doesn't work. Oh no, he's just not attacking. Maybe just running and gunning. Probably not into 3 cards double Vial. We can just play land past the turn. Or not play land, play Vial past the turn. I imagine my GJ is just flat out not connecting. But he is just sitting here awkwardly not doing anything. I feel like he'd be like wisping Recruiter or something. Maybe I did just want to jam. What am I doing though? He blocks with the Recruiter. What do we do? Ping it? And we just trade Recruiter for Stoneforge? Not exactly winning position. Yeah, sitting on a plow could make sense, but now this attack happens with 3 mana up. Interesting. I debated also like not playing Vial and equipping that turn, but I do think I need to develop Vial with how bad my mana is right now. I'm gonna just block with Stoneforge and then pro-white it. He gets to like plow my mom. Maybe I just pat this. Yeah, the old Path Stoneforge plan again. I don't like it as much because we really want threats in play for this GJ though. I think I do want to actually pat this Recruiter. Wow, no Wisp. I'm gonna run out all this shit. Guess we maybe want Batter Skull more than Sword of Fire and Ice here. Probably just chump blocking with a Stoneforge next turn. I think these attacks are trying to induce Mother of Runes activations so that like removal spells can hit. And then next turn we get Devile and Sarah Avenger, so we'll be able to like attack through the skies with the GTA, and then we'll be okay. Yeah, I think Stoneforge is just chumping this turn. Notably, he doesn't even crack the canopy of 5 lands. He had like 2 mana up last turn. Interesting. Judgment. Cataclysm. Gideon. Sure. It's like moderately annoying, but fine. So now we can put it in our Batter Skull and Vile on our Sarah Avenger. I wonder if I equipped a Stoneforge and should attack into this Night Ally. Oh no, I can't. I don't want to equip a Stoneforge. I want to put in this Batter Skull. Which probably just means porting, I guess. Just passing. Doesn't feel great, but... Ugh. I'm kind of scared of whatever this is. If it's Revoker, there's no way it's going on Aether Vial, so... Stoneforge, interesting. So if this grabs... Yeah, I assume this grabs GTA, and now we're in a pinch. Let's see how this turn breaks. It's going to get a little awkward. Assume he's going to activate the Stoneforge here, and he'll still have Plow up. You gonna equip Stoneforge G-Shay? It probably not gonna be relevant because I'm probably putting in Batter Skull and blocking with it. Judgment, huh? What is this gonna hit? I don't even know what this hits. I shouldn't spend too much time thinking about this because there's a game 3. If it's Mom, we just put in Batter Skull. If it's Stoneforge or Vile, we still have like Batter Skull or Avenger, respectively. I could like Mom Pro White the Stoneforge here. Maybe that's the play. I think Mom Pro White the Stoneforge and let it happen is probably the play. If he votes Mom, if he votes off the Vile, it's really awkward though. But I can't like play around that by putting in the Avenger because then he just puts the Avenger. So I think I want to Pro White my Stoneforge. Then if he votes the Stoneforge off now he might vote the Stoneforge off. I can't. This is dumb. That was bad. Yeah, I could just vote the GTA and like done my squabblings for nothing. But now he votes the Stoneforge, I can't put in the Batter Skull to trade with this Relic Order, and then we just get smushed by it. Yeah, now he votes for the Stoneforge. This was dumb. That was a pretty bad punt. I just didn't want to activate Mother of Runes. I just wanted to let it resolve. Because now this Relic Order just smushes us. What you do to earn 3 straight mirrors? I guess I just like beat up a bunch of puppies in a past life or something. Yeah, this is like really stupid. This definitely like lost us the whole game. If he answers this Sarah Avenger, I'm just gonna concede. Alright, well, that's something. I'm just gonna have 6. I don't want to worry about this godforsaken board state. Is it really something? No. Oh, he just plowed it. Alright, yeah, we're conceding. Save time for game 3. Yeah, that punt was, like, pretty bad. I think we have a okay chance if we don't, like, just, like, punt that one off the cliff by activating the mob. Maybe not, though, with the plow in hand. I'm probably just better off going to game 3. How do we get out of this one, Chief? Going to game 3, that's how we get out of this one. Had a super clunky 6. Hopefully not have a super clunky 6 this game. God, this hand sucks butts. Might be good enough to keep. Like, Vile's really strong. We have Revoker. Batter Skull's a multi 6, but it's like a actually not shitty multi 6. So if you didn't activate, you probably votes Mom, and then you get the Skull in play. Yeah, and then we Skull, we can like trade the Relic Order for the thing. But then we're probably still dead because he has Plow for our Avenger. We get to hit the Gideon, and then he like equips the sword and the GTA. We're probably still dead. Hand sucks against Mom. We path it and cry a little bit. Vile's really strong in the mirror if you can leverage it. Ooh. Vile into Port is really strong against Land Go as well. Probably just porting here, honestly. The second Vile doesn't matter nearly as much as just preventing him from playing 2s. And if we draw 3rd land, we can just play the Vile then. Or if we get Wastelanded and we're on a 1-lander. Alright, Viles, let's get to work. Please no Revokers. I guess please no Pithing Needle. We can beat a Revoker. Oh, the tables have turned. Not really. Well, let's start our beatdowns. Good thing you had all these Viles. Yeah, it's probably just dead. We can revoke their Vile. What could go wrong? I don't want to tick this up, I don't think. Look at all of our Viles. How do we lose? I'm just gonna fucking time out from having 3 Viles in play. Got him. Unbeatable. Why draw lands when you can draw Aether Viles? I always forget LMAO is censored. So it looks, I don't want them to think I'm like cussing at him. LMAO is just like my go-to. What do I put these Viles on? Like, you gonna revoke me? I mean, we got a path. I'm sure that's fine. I'm saying banned words? Yeah, it's the worst. It's Batter Skull, sure. Card me? That's a no-go. Interesting Karn Gideon split. Four, three, two, one isn't great because like recruiter often finds more threes. Although like a Palace Jailer wouldn't be bad here. Maybe like 4-3-3-2 is probably the place where they end up. Maybe just recruit Palace Jailer and like just try to get this game done. I'm like pretty far behind. We have a path to protect the monarchy. I want to take this card off the board. I imagine my Revoker is not like super long for this world. Alright, Kitchelator, Disposable Hero. With 4 vials, I love Jailer. Yeah, 4 vials, Jailer definitely gets a lot better. So we can port the factory. Who's this? Jailer? Ooh, that'd be blowout. Oh, that's fine. Slightly concerning if he has a 3, especially if it's a flying 3. Yeah, exactly. Flying 3 named Flicker Wisp. Just life is very bad for me. Wish these could auto stack some way. I guess no, 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 no is my answer. Guess just send them all at Karn. What 3s am I actually concerned about playing around? I have no idea. Send. Thinking's hard. Not a great draw. Alright, also no 3 Violin is just insane for me. Yeah, maybe leaving my Recruiter for like a random like Violin Recruiter is decent. No, then they can still just like recruit Jailer or whatever. This board state's a fucking mess is what it is. Pulverize, please no. Oh wow, that's a hand. Please don't have a 3 in your hand. Probably want these at like 4-3-3-2 at this point. Like Viling and Mom's just like not a thing. I guess we could draw it off the... I need to get this game over with. My Kingdom for a Stony. I can't always no to the Violin 4, that's fair. Ooh, thank God, a Plow. That helps me a lot, actually. Your 4 Aether Vials, I'll do stuff. Yeah, that's fair. Violin, the ringleader, suddenly all your files can be activated. Yeah, I think we got this now. With the plow in hand. Could probably just auto know all of these now. I can definitely auto always know this one. Well, I can also just always yes it. It doesn't matter because I don't have any more 4s in my deck. Man, I really need to pee before round 5 here. Ooh, nice. Just fucking send. Yeah, seems like he's just dead. Not even like picking up the batter squad or anything. Accidentally just kept ticking it up forever and forgot how to turn it off. It's actually pretty hilarious. You're lucky you're ahead. If there's a real stupid run game, the stupid triggers will probably kill you. That is accurate. 4 vials is a death knell on Moto. Send. Are you auto stacking? Is that, can you auto stack? I've never understood how to like auto stack since they implemented like the new triggers or whatever, and I had to click on the vials manually. I don't know why I cast that Stoneforge. Don't worry about it. Opponent's just very dead. They're at 6 life. We have 6 power in play. Council's judgment at me? Yeah, it resolves. My Aether Vial on 4, no! Yeah, they're just conceding. Makes sense. Yeah. The Spore State contains 5 Aether Vials. Indeed. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna go pee real fast before round 5. Yeah, I'll update this. Especially when I get back to. Be right back for the final round. Alright, we're back. I don't know what everyone's saying, but we're going to play our final round here. Right click is opposite, the valve triggers a bug. Focus the mentor. Oh yeah, we could have drawn a second Stoneforge. Obviously why we cast the first one. I have no idea if you can auto stack by all triggers. I'll try it next time. I have no idea where the option is though. I mean, I assume it's some sort of right-click thing. If you queue into D&T again, you have to drop and start another. Oh, it's Caleb D. Oh, he's probably not playing Death and Taxes. Guess we keep this hand. This hand seems decent against whatever shenanigan tomfoolery Caleb's up to. Maybe he's on D&T. Yeah. Fat chance. Oh, good luck. Moles to 5. Oh no, is he? Okay, this isn't elves. He's just playing lands? There's no way he's just playing lands, right? I'm expecting more shenanigans than this. Especially because land's just like having the basic forest. Third plow. Alright, well, I hope his deck has creatures. Well, it's also not lands, because that's a flooded strand. This is just like Enchantress? Multi-twitch. Yeah, watch both sides of the match. I'm scared. I'm very scared. This does not seem like a matchup where I want 3 Swords to Plowshares in my hand, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, please no one spoil the surprise. I don't want anyone in chat telling me what he's playing. I guess I just go get Batterskull? These 2 cards in hand, and they are Misty Rainforest and Unknown. Oh god, what's happening? I'm scared. Hold me. Maybe I'm supposed to get, like, Sophie, but, like, Lord knows at this point. Oh, hang on, I was supposed to... Yeah, now I was supposed to, like, just put in Batterskull and let this thing die. Now he can port me. Yeah. Basic Island and, like, Flooded Strand, it's definitely not, like, any normal lands variant. Well, that's horrifying. He's got a lot of lands and a lot of engine power. We need to kill him before whatever he's doing takes off. Well, his Wasteland is more a mana source at this point, because obviously Wastelanding him is not a good idea. Not dredging Loam, though. What is he looking for? Cycle Thicket, sure. Well, now he just Loam's back, because... Wilderness Reclamation, oh boy. That's horrifying. He's just gonna, like, fucking go off here. I take it my 3 plows are going to be very bad against whatever the fuck Caleb is doing. Stasis? Oh, God. Stasis plus Wilderness Wreck? Is that the plan? What's the plan B? What's the land's engine for? Ugh. We got a two-turn clock, but he's drawing like 900 cards a turn by just repeatedly getting back this Tranquil Thicket. Thanks, I hate it, yeah. He just ports out my other 2 lands. It doesn't really matter which ones I actually use to pay. We're gonna hope this is good enough. Because, like, if it's not, we're dead. I'm horrified. At least Stasis doesn't beat Batterskull. We can win through a Stasis with this Batterskull. I mean, hang on, no, because then the Tabernacle eventually gets me. Tabernacle plus Stasis is a combo if you have Wilderness Wreck out. He did take a natural draw. I guess trying to hit the Stasis, because Stasis just, like, lets him live, kills all my stuff, and then just lets the Stasis die. This is like crop rotation for Glacial Chasm. I assume port down my Wasteland is part of the plan here. Yeah. Hopefully we draw, like, Wasteland. Let's attack and see what happens. Hey, stop that, kitty. Kitty trying to knock stuff off the shelves, as usual. Hey, don't you dare. I need to try to attack for lethal first, and then get wrecked. Yep. Corporation for Glacial Chasm makes sense. Or maybe just like Maze. Yeah. Maze buys them a lot of time too. I'm not playing around the Stasis at all. I think if you draw Stasis, we're just fucked. Especially because you can just like port down my lands and Stasis main, or still get Armageddon or get Wrath of Godhead. Hey, we won! Look at that! I don't know how, but we actually managed to win that. Alright, so, step 1, no fucking idea what he's doing. Step 2, Surgical Extraction and Sanctum Prelate. And maybe Cataclysm seem pretty decent. Relic Order, Judgments. I imagine there's got to be some like creature package he's bringing in, right? Rest in peace. So, like, this is all definitely's. Cataclysms and maybes. And, like, am I leaving in some number of plows? Perhaps. It's probably just like the lands playing of Cuddle the Thalias against the 900 land deck. Roker does not have any names that I'm aware of, but I also have no idea what's happening, so I'll just shave 2 plows. Get wrecked by whatever it is. Oh, let's bring these cataclysms. Let's cut some more stuff. This Brightling's probably never doing anything. And cut like a mom. Hopefully we just draw our 1 of Surgical and just get him, so we can actually see his deck. Shave Mom. Yeah, the answer is probably just shave more Moms, honestly. He doesn't look like he has a lot of targeted stuff, whatever he's doing. But, like, Lord knows, right? Yeah, this hand's probably a keep. We have Recruiter for Prelate, and Prelate seems pretty strong. Deal Information Surgical. I mean, it's also, like, good against the Life from Loam deck, right? I just like Brightling as a trained Armadon or whatever it is. The 3-mana 3/3. Vigilance is also good. Vigilance is less good when you have to like tap a land to give it Vigilance every turn, right? Hey, get out of here, kitty. I just don't know what his plan B is. I assume plan A is Wilderness Wreck plus Stasis, right? Oh, we're just getting our shit pushed in here. This Cataclysm might be pretty good. Search. Ooh, that's a combo with a lot of things. Did I Wasteland? I might Wasteland here. It's not good if he finds Loam, but it's pretty strong if he doesn't. Although, I think we need to just get to the Cataclysm, honestly, as fast as possible. Just Cataclysm with, like, Vial and Prelate on 2 or something. I don't even think I want to Wasteland. His last card in hand is like a Wilderness Wreck, though. I'm going to super regret not Wastelanding. I mean, if we can just get to this Cataclysm, we might be able to cobble something together here. These cats are going wild. I really feel like I should stop them from doing whatever they're doing over there. Please don't hurt me, Caleb. What did he keep on top, but then just like not do anything with? Some sort of interaction spell? Port me, yeah. Alright, Mom, beatdowns. This looks like 4 mana, just slam Wilderness Wreck. Yep. And then port me, but we're getting towards this Cataclysm. Maybe Thalia is worth it post-board. I just tend to board out Thalias against exploration decks. What's happening here? Gonna tabby me? There's no way, right? That's not the play. So some like weird-ass land that I'm just gonna get like savaged by. What prompts them to rotate right now? A second port? Doesn't feel super strong in in the face of Recruiter. Or not in the face of Recruiter, in the face of Vile. Oh, they are just tabbying me. Interesting. I think we just let this mom die, honestly. Yeah, no, fuck off, mom. Port happens. Don't really need white sources. I think I just want to, like, Prowled on 2 here? Turns off Loams and Stasises? I have no idea what his other plans are. I mean, we could Port. Port does not seem good against Wilderness Reclamation. We're definitely planning on trying to just Cat it next turn, keeping Prelate plus Vile. I guess we can't, because we gotta keep the Prelate around. Oh man, so many ports. It stays as 1 or 2 mana. It stays as a 2 mana, which is why I liked Prelate. Because we just keep both our guys around and we can like just start wisping this Recruiter is the new plan. Yeah, stasis is 2. We saw it last game in the graveyard. So we want to keep this Vial in our hand, or this Wasteland in our hand if we can. So yeah, we're just like not actually going to cast this Cataclysm ever. Because my opponent has infinite Rashadan ports. Yeah, we are playing against Caleb Circle Turk. Playing some sort of blue-green stasis wilderness reclamation deck. I got fucking no idea what we're playing against. The opponent's got a lot of ports. I think I'm just making a Wisp. Just gonna go cycle through Wisps here. Wisp Recruiter, go grab a Wisp. Just so I have like a 6 power clock and still have a Wisp in hand for emergency somethings. Could like Relic Ward the Wilderness Wreck maybe. It's probably not super relevant right now. Romario, thanks for the host. I appreciate it. We're playing against a weird-ass Caleb D deck right now. These cats are going wild. Alright. Stack, 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 stack. So we do want to be wary of getting like Dark Depths, but we do have a Wisp in hand for emergencies. The mana denial plan is very effective, I see. Luckily for us, we have this Aether Vial. It's definitely pulling some weight here. Maybe the play is supposed to be like Wasteland this Tabernacle or something. We do just have lethal on play next turn, though. Let's just play out this Wasteland and see where it goes. Might actually just Wasteland this port right now. Or Wasteland the stage right now. So I don't have to deal with, like, Merit Lage possibilities. He has no cards in hand, so... This search is going to flip, but it's going to get one activation anyway. Yeah, I'm going to kill this port. Because we just have lethal as it currently sits. We can violent our Wisp, just make enough power. Azcanta flips. Casts Foff. Sure. Cunning Wish. Oh man. Why can't I? Can I see this whole thing, please? No. Well, Cunning Wish is horrifying. So let's just stack it like that. You can only Cunning Wish for like a 2-mana thing, and 2-mana things can't be cast. Can you not? Dang cat. Why is this window so big? Cat, get over here. Dang cat. 3-mana thing? Oh yeah, you can float a mana and cast a 3-mana instant. That's true. What am I playing? Like, wipe away my Prelate? That wouldn't be that bad because we can just Violent back in. Could you Whisper a land in response to the trigger? We could. I wonder if that's worth it. It would stop. We just Whisper the Wilderness Wreck and then we're fine, right? Yeah, I think we're just fine here. We just Whisper the Wilderness Wreck. Those things don't untap. He has 1 mana left and can't cast Cunning Wish. And then we win! Yay! I need to go just look at his deck list and try to figure out what this deck is doing. There's like no contention here, right? He's stone dead to 1 pile. You just have to take the Cunning Wish, but then he's also stone dead to like taking the Cunning Wish because we just Whisper the Wilderness Wreck. He's probably just like talking to chat, whatever. Yeah, he just concedes. Foff is certainly something though. I guess it combos with your graveyard synergies and your Wilderness Wreck. GG's. Oh, that was certainly something. 4-1. 4-1 indeed. And our 1 loss didn't feel felt kind of bad, but it wasn't like we mucked up. It was just like we drew a billion lanes in the mirror twice. But yeah, that was not a very good testing stream. We played against Blue Red Delver, which I appreciated. We played against the mirror 3 times, and we played against that. Did we cast Brilliant? I don't remember. We cast it once. We never activated any abilities. We played it, and it immediately got Council's Judgmented. And we scryed to the bottom once. That was about all we saw of Brightling. Alright, hang on. Let me pop into Caleb D's stream real quick. Oh god, my computer is actually like on its last leg trying to stay alive here. My Google Chrome is just literally frozen. Play against Mono Control tonight. I want to just play against Delver in the mirror once. Hezbollah Delver with light up the stage for D&T, I presume good, but they play a lot. Yeah, game 1 is definitely very good. Game 2, they get to board on a bunch of like shatters, but generally it's okay. Also, the card light up the stage is not very strong against Southern Taxes. It's just really bad against stuff like Thalia. So the fact that they're playing like more cards that are probably good versus the field. Like, one-man Antiphonation is very strong for, like, your aggressive Delver deck. And the card can be very clunky at times versus Death and Taxes specifically, so they have, like, a lot of clunkers. And really the thing you have to be worried about is a bunch of Shatters post-board, which is why a lot of my hedges are towards powerful non-artifact effects like Prelate, Brightling, Sarah Avengers. How good have Avengers been recently? Avengers are really fucking good this league, but that's because we played against Blue Red Delver and then the Mirror 3 times. But yeah, there's been a recent influx of a lot of Delver and stuff, which is why I really like Avenger right now. Anyway, hang on, I need to go pop into Caleb's stream real fast. Zeus, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. I just need to check out this deck list. It's a glorious mess. Alright, let's see this shit. 4 Loam, 4 Corporation, 4 Cutting Wish, 2 Fa, 4 Diamond, 4 Exploration, 3 Search, 4 Stasis, 4 Wilderness Wreck. There's just 1 Dark Depths for, like, the cheese combo. Because sometimes you just, like, Crop Rotation or whatever, kill them. I'm trying to learn the Legacy format. I don't know Death and Taxes Legacy, like, at all. Is it similar to the Modern deck? It's vaguely similar. A lot of your tools are just, like, way more powerful. Like, obviously, like, Rashad and Port Wastelander is insane. Stoneforge is, like, a really good clock. It's exactly the same deck in Legacy, but it's actually good. That's one way of putting it. I know Spider Space has been dipping his toes into Legacy as well, and he had a comment that it felt very, like, intuitive in terms of he was experienced playing Death and Taxes in Modern. A lot of it is a matter of learning the format itself rather than learning how to play Death and Taxes if you already have experience, especially with like an Aether Vial Flicker Wisp deck. Forsaken Sea, what the fuck does this do? Oh, you can untap it around Stasis, I see, by getting rid of cards in your hand. Just knows you cut Ballista entirely, poor Ballista. Yeah, it was definitely a close call. I could see playing Ballista over, like, the second path or something. It's, like, right on the border of being there. Ballista's definitely gone down in playability. Nice win versus Caleb. Thanks. Do we have more matches? No, we're wrapping up Jace of Ravnica. It's, like, midnight where I am. I'm just, like, chatting a little bit and also wanting to look at Caleb's deck, but right before I, shut down for the night. Playing 1 cat, 1 Karn, please don't. I mean, it's fine. People like Karn. I just really like Cataclysm. What made Ballista get worse? Yeah, definitely less Baleful Strix is a thing. It's, like, not super strong against, like, the Delver decks. It's, like, okay. But it's just, like, kind of slow and clunky, and you really wanted it in, like, longer, grindier games because it's a big mana sink, and that's not something you really need when you're under the gun against a lot of the Delver decks a lot of the time. Hang on, I need to last minute see what his sideboard is. Beast Within, Capsize, Mystic Confluence, Hunting Pack, Nexus of Fate. God, this deck is a glorious mess. I love it. Anyway, that's going to be it for our stream tonight. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Got some sweet some sweet matches if I could talk. I apologize again for, like, coughing all stream. I'm just coming off of being sick. I missed, like, streaming Monday and Tuesday, but hopefully I'll be better and have, like, not coughing, dying content by Sunday. Anyway, if you like the channel, you want to support me, you want to see more Death and Taxes, feel free to follow, subscribe, or donate. You can also subscribe to me on YouTube or follow me on Twitter. Sweet match. The Mirror a bunch of times. Yeah, we just played the Mirror a bunch of times. I was more thinking the Caleb match, which was actually sweet. Anyway, I'm just gonna, like, leave it at that. I'm gonna just go with Caleb since that was a sweet. It is definitely a spicy deck. And also, I don't want to talk. I don't want to figure out someone else to host. See you guys all Friday before I die here. I'll be streaming again Friday. Will probably be my last stream before the playoffs, which I think I'm going to stream, but I'm not positive yet. I'll make a post on Twitter and then the Discord. Anyway, I need to stop talking. Bye-bye.